We are live.
Turn it round. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
You've got two girls here who are not really in focus. Hang on.
It's all right.
There we are.
We'll work it out.
All right. So, hello everyone. We're live at 5. You've got me and Caitlin today.
Yes.
Girls takeover
You know
of live
it.
at 5. And we've got a very, very special guest who is coming up. So get your questions ready for Lena Hall, please. Oh, yeah, exactly. She's coming in. But first of all, we need to talk a little bit about what's been going on today.
Yeah, because some fun things have been happening.
My hair is all over the place. Right. I don't like the fact I can see myself. It's very distracting. Okay,
Yeah.
School of Rock, first of all.
Yeah.
I know, self-promotion, not really. But anyway. So we have the first video footage of School of Rock, which is, well, thank you very much for that, beautiful. Not really, no. We've got the first footage of School of Rock's come through.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. Proper first look of everyone singing, kids dancing, etc. First production shots of that as well. Michael Flatley is going on tour. So he's going on US tour. Farewell tour with his show, so there's that. Really interesting show called Buried Child that's happening off Broadway. Take a look at that. It's got Ed Harris starring in it. Before casting was announced today, and it looks stellar. So that's definitely one to watch. And there's something happening tonight, Caitlin.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. There's something happening on.
Yeah, I don't know if you have gone on any form of social media today, whether that be Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, especially Twitter. But there's this little musical thing happening on NBC tonight called The Wiz. And this is going to be backwards, but you know.
It is backwards, yeah.
So if anyone who is watching The Wiz, which you should be, because it's going to be amazing, if you go to Broadway.com, you can find this little fancy sheet, print it out, or just have it on your phone. And as you watch, this is kind of our version of live tweeting. Because, I mean, everyone live tweets. Everyone live tweets. Everyone uses the hashtag. Yeah. Well, we are using the hashtag WizHunt. Not the Wiz Hunt, just Wiz Hunt. And let's say, look at all of these wonderful other hashtags you can use. So, for example, the first time Queen Latifah comes on the stage screen, whatever it is you're watching, you can be like, oh, hello, Queen Latifah. Just take a photo of her and then tweet it out using hashtag YasQueen or whatever you want. But make sure you use hashtag WizHunt. I'm going to be watching it live. Paul's going to be watching it live. A lot of people here at Broadway.com are going to be watching The Wiz live. So we're going to be retweeting our favorites. We're going to be retweeting Broadway people that are watching it. Yeah, it's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a good night, so that's fun. Also keep an eye out. The photograph roundup is about to go up. Lots of fun shots in that from Something Rotten, and also Daisy Ridley, who's in Star Wars. Yeah. She's in it, so that's definitely one to have a look at. Couldn't possibly comment on that rumor about Miss Saigon. Wouldn't know. What? We haven't
really?
heard anything.
Us hear anything over here? No. And what musical would we love NBC to do? Now, what musical would you like NBC to do next?
I mean,
That's a really good question.
I think everyone is going to say Hamilton.
It's a bit too soon,
but it is too soon. But I think, I'm trying to think. I'll get back to you on that one. But speaking of Hamilton, we do have our newest fresh face, Anthony Ramos, who plays Phil. No, wait. He doesn't play Philip Schuyler. He plays young Philip.
There you go.
And he plays. What is his first character's name?
I can't remember. Anyway, he's going up on.
Yeah, you should go check out the video with the fresh face because it will definitely bring a whole new meaning to Raise a Glass to Freedom. So check that out.
So, all good?
Yeah, our big thing. Yeah, our big thing tonight is The Wiz. So be on the lookout from 8 Eastern Time to 11. Eastern Time. We're just gonna be all about The Wiz.
All about that. So keep an eye on social media. Right, Caitlin, I'm gonna ask you to leave.
Okay.
Because we have a very special guest, a Tony winner, ladies and gentlemen.
We do.
A Tony winner is doing live at 5 with us. So thank you very much to Lena Hall.
Hi. I did it right this time.
She did it right this time.
Yes, I screwed up the last time.
She's here.
So funny.
She's here. Lena Hall is here. Obviously, Tony winner for HEDWIG. So it's a huge honour to have her doing live at 5. Now you've got a show. You're doing 54 Below. Have you got a show tonight?
I do have a show tonight.
My
I get
goodness.
to compete with The Wiz live. But guess what? You know what you guys get to do? You could probably DVR it.
I'm DVR.
And you can come and see my show, which can't be DVR'd.
No. No,
So
it's all good.
don't miss out.
And how long are you at 54 Below for?
Only till Monday. Monday's my last show.
So, but this is different from your last show, isn't it? What are you doing in this one?
Yeah, the show I did at the Carlisle was just a bunch of songs that I always wanted to sing. And then this show is actually a bunch of personal stories and the songs that actually go with those stories. So I tell stories about my childhood, and then the songs that I sing are songs that directly relate to those songs. So everything has a very deep meaning.
And if people missed your show at the Carlisle, that's on CD now, isn't it?
Yes, I have a live CD live at the Carlisle. It's called Sin and Salvation Live at the Carlisle, and it's available on iTunes, and you can get physical copies.
I'm sure if you go to your website, you have a very
Yeah.
fancy website. I was looking at it earlier. It's very impressive. So
Thank you.
A bit all stuff going on.
Yeah.
Now, I have to ask about Josh Groban.
Yes.
Because you've been working with him. How was that, going on stage with all those massive... I mean, you're playing big arenas at that point, aren't you? With him?
He did, his stages tour was mostly like the Fox theaters,
Okay.
and it was all the Broadway theaters, and I love Josh. Josh Groban is a fan of mine. And
Who
that's
is not?
awesome.
Who isn't a fan?
And he's also he's like a cheerleader for me. He wants me to succeed in every way, and so he brought me out on tour, and he promoted me, and he wants people to hear me, which is amazing. It's amazing to have someone like that who is on my side, but then also selflessly giving me these opportunities. So I really appreciate him for that.
Lots of people coming to your show tonight.
Yes, yay! Thank
54
you.
Below this evening, so it's very good of Lena to come and talk to us before all of that.
Right before my show.
Now,
Yeah,
can we
I should
talk
be
about
warming up.
cats, please?
Yes, we can totally talk about
Now,
cats.
that was a very memorable Show People moment. So to recap to those who haven't watched Show People, let's have a little chat about what happened there.
What happened on Show People?
Yes, talking about cats.
I talked about Gillian Lynn.
Yes, Julie Lynn.
Who...
Nipples firing.
Nipples, titties to the wind. She talked about
She's
cocks.
a choreographer of cats.
I don't know. Should I be saying... Can you swear on Periscope?
Yes, we can do whatever we want
we
on
can do whatever we
Periscope.
want. Okay, great. Well, if you watch it, I described my experience with Gillian Lynn, and about how she would talk about sliding down on giant cocks.
Must have been your first job.
I was
Very
really
You're
young.
very young still. And it closed a little while ago because it's coming back. So
It's
therefore,
coming back. I know. I was
coming
like,
back. It's coming back in the summer.
Are you kidding?
Will you go and see it?
Yeah, I'd go and see it. I don't know if I could see it if I'd want to be in it instead. I don't know. Revisit,
Which cat would you want to play Grisabella now? Have you got to that point?
I'd want
where
to
you
play
wanna
Grisabella now, yeah.
You'd want to do the 11 o'clock number.
Although it would be fun to redo my turn as Demeter. It would be fun to
She's very sexy, Demeter, actually. I think you could still play Demeter.
What do you mean still?
You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
I'm not too... Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
Because there are some, there are some...
The kittens, right.
you couldn't reprise. And the white cat's probably going to be very...
I can't dance the white cat. I could dance the crap out of... shit. I could dance the shit out of Demeter.
There you go.
And sing the shit out of Demeter,
Well, yeah,
too.
I
They'd
know,
have to raise the key a lot of it.
I love that. Now, there's a lot of people asking about Legally Blonde here.
Yes.
Talk about Legally Blonde on MTV, please.
I don't know what there's to say. It was a reality television show. I lost.
It was a moment. But,
I was a redhead.
Was you Lena Hall then, or was that before you changed?
That was before I changed my name.
Before you changed your
I
name.
was Selena Consuela Gabriela Carvajal.
So
But I was awesome. Thank you. I tried to be just myself on that show, and sometimes being yourself isn't right for the part.
Now, these are good questions. What should we next expect from your next big project? What are you going to be doing next?
Something that will push the boundaries for sure.
Okay.
There's a bunch of projects that are kind of boiling.
Right.
And so that is what I'm focusing on, something that's going to push the boundaries, something that's going to challenge me a lot, and something that I'm very passionate about, something that'll push the boundaries of theater, because I look for that a lot. And then once I do something like that, then I think then I could do more traditional theater again.
So you definitely want to do that. You want to go back at some point.
Yes, for sure. I love traditional theater, but right now I'm at the point where the next thing that I do needs to be something that kind of pushes the boundary because of HEDWIG.
Yeah.
Like the next thing I do, it needs to be like the starring role in something that is totally different.
What's the first show that you remember seeing as a kid?
Cats.
So how How was that when you don't turn up at Winter Garden? I mean, that must have been pretty cool.
I didn't see it at the Winter Garden. It came
see
to
it.
San Francisco.
So that's where you saw it.
I was 9 years old. I remember seeing it with my mom. My mom took me, and I saw it, and I remember the very beginning, the green eyes at the beginning. I remember that, and immediately, and then I saw the thing raised from the center stage, and I was like, cats are from space! This is about cats being from space. How cool! And then, of course, I watched it all happen, and I loved it as a kid, and we got the London cast recording from the library.
Right.
And I listened to that over and over and over
Elaine
again.
Page and all. And did you always did you want to be Demetra at the time, or did that come later?
I didn't know.
You didn't know.
I mean,
you had
actually,
no idea which cat you wanted to be.
Well, actually, when right after the show, when my mom and I walked out of the theater, I said, I'm going to do that.
And you did.
And I did.
Because 99.9% people, including me, who wanted to be the white cat but was never going to happen. I also realised that white lycra isn't that flattering. You know, you get to a certain age,
White, yeah.
That's a tough costume to
That's
pull
a
off.
tough costume. I liked the Demeter costume because they always like shaded my body and it looked
You're
sexy.
tiny, but it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so are there any other questions before we let Lena go down to 54 below? Or up to 54 below? Because she has to get ready.
Do you still speak to... I don't.
No. It was a moment in time.
But I love them all and I hope they're well. Hamilton.
How about Christine and Phantom?
How about Christine and Phantom? I could totally do Christine and Phantom.
You totally could.
I could. It would be a little rock and roll, but I could
Well,
totally
that's fine.
do
I
it.
think that's good. Rock and score.
Hamilton, do you know what? I want to be, you know why I want to be in Hamilton? Do you know who I want to play in Hamilton? Aaron Burr. I think Leslie is fucking brilliant.
So good.
I think he's brilliant. I love that role. I think it was like that role to me is so awesome because it's the villain of the show, but I felt insanely like compassionate for him.
And he's incredible.
He
kills it quite literally.
I would
figuratively.
love to replace when Leslie leaves. I would love to replace him in Hamilton.
Well, there we go. Well, listen, thank you everybody for tuning in to Periscope. You're able to watch this again, rewatch it many times online. And thank you to our special guest, Lena Hall.
Thanks for having me again.
Again. Bye, everyone.
Bye,